I said, say yeah, say yeah, say yeah. How much money does SpongeBob make?
What if I told you the person behind the famous, acclaimed, and delicious Krabby Patty
Hey,
is
don't
actually a
disrespect me,
millionaire,
nigga.
and
Don't
not for the
disrespect
reasons
that.
you think.
Hey, hold on, I saw that. Don't disrespect the Krabby Patty, nigga. Don't do that.
He was able to buy his pineapple house in full cash and fill in a beautiful and massive library with loads of knowledge.
He had paid.
It is not that he gets a good salary,
He
right?
was never broke.
Wow! That's more than I make in a year.
Well, let's see. How much money does...
Hey yo, that nigga Mr. Krabs was real stingy. That nigga, hey yo.
SpongeBob make? This is suggested in several episodes, so we are going to see what has been shown to answer this. We are not going to estimate how much money he makes based on a minimum wage. This channel, which I suppose is the official, came up with those conclusions that I honestly don't agree. This is an awesome, well thought and produced video that I highly recommend. But the thing is, they say SpongeBob has made over $700,000 in his whole career, which sounds...
Okay. Okay then, Sponge, he getting paid. Like I said, he was never, was he ever broke? I ain't never seen a SpongeBob going broke episode. You know what I'm saying? Was he ever broke? Did he ever have a drought? Did he ever have a drought? I don't know.
Sounds like a lot, taking into account how miserable, cheap, and stingy Mr. Krabs is.
I'd save a whole nickel if I cut your salary completely.
He would literally charge his...
I save a nickel if I cut your whole salary completely. If you only saving a nickel by cutting my whole salary completely. This nigga was only getting a nickel? Damn!
Employees for breathing, talking, standing, and even existing. First of all, SpongeBob started his journey in 1999, but in the episode Big Pin Loser, Patrick gets jealous because SpongeBob has so many trophies. So
he a winner, nigga. Did he ever lose?
they decide the way Patrick is gonna get an award is by working in the Krusty Krab. SpongeBob tells Patrick he had to pay Mr. Krabs $100 an hour when he started working in the Krusty Krab. But hey, nowadays is better because now he only has to pay him $50. Nice deal. Although in one of the episodes of the first season, Squeaky Boots, Mr. Krabs has a present for his daughter.
It wouldn't be those totally hip new flipper slippers everyone
He gotta pay that
he gives
nigga
her
to
some
work there?
fish boots. Then they wonder why girls end up believing in
That don't even
zodiac
make sense.
signs.
Hey, yo. Hey,
So
yo.
Mr. Krabs is worried because he spent $2 whole on those boots until SpongeBob shows up.
Can I get
Two
my
whole
paycheck?
So he finesses SpongeBob to get the boots instead of his paycheck. That goes south quickly as the squeaky boots are driving him crazy.
Exactly.
So he gets rid of them and he ends up giving back a decent
Should have just paid him.
amount of money to SpongeBob. It does look like minimum wage. If we take a look at this next episode, Bossy Boots, Pearl gets a job at the Krusty Krab during her summer vacation. She completely revamps the restaurant
get
into a
paid.
more hip
So my
fashion
boy do
place
get
for the
paid.
teenage crowd.
It's a new club that plays really great hardcore techno for really hip young crowds.
Mr. Krabs is unable to fire Pearl, so SpongeBob has to be the one to do this.
Mr. Krabs.
Hey, yo.
At the end, to
Hey, yo. Hey.
get rid of the pink and shiny decorations Pearl bought, Mr. Krabs gives SpongeBob the stuff that the daughter bought in exchange for a year's salary.
What was that?
If we assume that his salary
What
is the
was that
average for a cook in any fast food restaurant, which is not enough, then it's not unreasonable to think that's the amount for the complete decoration of a restaurant.
Stupid.
Couple episodes later, in the
Yeah.
episode Dying for Pie,
Dying for height.
Squidward mentions he makes minimum wage.
Now, may I resume my minimum wage duties?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Squidward gets paid minimum wage because he
I
won't be
see.
scammed by Mr. Krabs so easily. Well, he
Yeah.
tries to not get scammed. A scene in the
Yeah.
episode Squid on Strike, where Mr. Krabs embraces a profit-maximized work environment,
Damn.
showing no respect
Damn.
and no empathy for the working class. This due
Yeah.
to his profits
They don't
going down
they don't
$3
respect you niggas.
compared to
They
the
don't
last
respect you
month.
niggas.
Unacceptable. Squidward is aware of the mistreatment situation he's in. Meanwhile,
He
the
said-
SpongeBob
And Squidward a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, the older I got, I had to realize Squidward really real, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Squidward about his pay. That's what that showed me. Squidward about his fucking pay, nigga. He about his pay.
Bob is like,
Here you go, Mr. K. I think this should cover all my nonsense.
as the greedy big-nosed squid actually wants to get paid for his hard work, he decides to protest. SpongeBob is of being manipulated, ends up taking him on a strike. But do you know any strike that does not end up being useless? Me neither. As by the end of the episode, SpongeBob destroys the restaurant and Mr. Krabs tells them in order to pay off these damages, they are going to work for him forever.
Damn.
I mean, he didn't say they have to work for free, but at best they will work for a miserable pay. The following episode, titled Skill Crane, Mr. Krabs puts a claw machine in the restaurant. Squidward becomes more addicted than celebrities to heroin. Mr. Krabs gives Squidward his salary in a bag full of coins so he can spend it all. He's like a dealer at this point. He also spends all his savings.
What's this?
Hey, that's all motherfucker him though.
Which is a pretty wise financial decision. Towards the middle of the episode, we see Mr. Krabs counting all the money Squidward has spent.
3,498 of Squidward's quarters.
So it seems he
Damn.
goes for half-counted coins and 3,500
I was like, how much is that in
quarters of dollar is $875. So
Damn, Squidward, he got your ass out. 875? He got your ass out of band? He got your ass out of band?
savings on the payment of that month, then that would confirm he gets about minimum wage. But just a few episodes later, in Funny Pants, it is mentioned they get paid a nickel per day. In the episode Bummer Vacation, it is shown to us the exorbitant amount of money he makes a year.
Wow, that's more than I make in a year.
Same here, boy. Even in the episode One Course Meal, we see Mr. Krabs pay SpongeBob with counterfeit money.
There you go, buy yourself some fish.
Damn. Not counterfeit, son.
This isn't money.
So as we saw, Mr. Krabs can be paying them minimum wage for legal reasons.
Not
Bottom
counterfeit.
labor regulations. Ew.
But he skillfully finds ways of cutting their salary, over exploring them, and even getting SpongeBob to pay him. But at least he thinks so it's alright.
Wow.
Okay, so if SpongeBob doesn't make any money from his job, how does he manage to make ends meet? Is he even rich? Well, first of all, we have seen him plenty of times flexing money like he's trying to sell you a course through TikTok.
called Hustlers
He
University.
got paid.
$49 a month.
Let's rule out the
got
theory
paid.
that he's got some money because he lives with Gary, who according to one episode, he's the legitimate king of Bikini Bottom.
Yeah.
But there's no
He got
evidence he
paid.
gets any income from that,
He
and
got
this
paid.
was never repeated or referenced again. So no, it's not daddy money or pet money. As we saw, he really bought his
know.
house, so he doesn't pay rent.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a car. Therefore, he moved to using public transportation or on foot. He just like me, for real. Additionally, we see that
really be on-
SpongeBob
he really be
lives
on
a simple
bikes
and
and shit,
frugal
you know what I'm
life.
saying?
He
He
grows
really be
his
on,
own
you know what I'm
food
saying?
in
But
his
niggas don't know
secret
about
garden. He doesn't
Niggas don't
have
know about
expensive hobbies, catching jellyfish and playing with bubbles. Even this weirdo goes
He got paid. Is you trying to call this nigga broke? Like, what the
outside.
fuck you trying to-
Evaluate yourself. But here's where things become interesting. If we take a
What is
deeper
this nigga
look, we
trying to
will
say?
find things look kinda hot for SpongeBob. He's doing very well outside of the Krusty Krab. In the episode Party Hype, SpongeBob came up with
He's
the idea
doing
of these
great.
colorful burgers as a way to attract new customers. But Mr. Krabs and Squidward make fun of him. They
He's
crush
doing
SpongeBob's
great.
heart. They don't think he's gonna succeed.
I'll open my own restaurant.
Yeah. And he showed them niggas. And he
But
showed
he
them
knows
niggas.
this is the $1 million idea. The business is open, and SpongeBob gets no sales until he gets that first customer that gets the
Yeah.
snowball rolling, and the
Yeah.
Pretty Patties become a massive hit. There's thousands of anxious people waiting to get
Yeah.
themselves a Pretty Patty,
Hey.
each fat in its SpongeBob's pockets. Mr.
Yeah.
Krabs sees
He got
this,
that
so he
fucking
gives
pay.
him the Krusty Krab.
And in exchange, I'll give you the Krusty Krab.
With the key of the Krusty Krab and the Pretty Patties with some side effects, we see the audacity he has for
Damn.
business.
And
Get
my
on
nigga's
it,
fun.
bro.
My nigga's fun.
In the
Sad.
episode One Krabs Trash, Mr. Krabs
Damn, so
tries to
SpongeBob
get back
owns
his
the Krusty
soda drinking
Krab.
hat he sold to SpongeBob for $10. And many collectors offer
That's
him
crazy. In hindsight, SpongeBob owns the Krusty Krab. Okay.
$1 million for the hat.
I'll give
Bro, this is one of my favorite episodes.
that hat.
By the end of the
Bro, this
episode,
nigga
it
got me
turns
wanting to
out
go
this
watch
piece of
old
modern
SpongeBob.
engineering
Stop
is
playing.
not that valuable.
worthless.
OG. The OG SpongeBob.
But SpongeBob rocks out a new
Remember that
hat
new
and
shit?
even gets an offer of $1 billion. Do you see where this is going?
'Cause he had
Bob
that
finds
shit
a very
on.
luxurious pearl in the episode
'Cause
for
he
his
had that
pocket,
shit
and he
on.
basically becomes filthy rich.
For Giottos, drilling shit like Chicago. Dissing me.
But it doesn't last long, since he wastes his
been
money
happy.
faster than a rapper. Although at the end, Patrick finds a huge diamond that looks
He
more
been
valuable
happy.
than the pearl. But it's not just luck. In the episode Chocolate with Nuts,
Chocolate? Chocolate!
He was trying to sell some shit.
Bob
You
and
see,
Patrick
Sponge
are
was on the
amazed
block.
by-
See, a lot of niggas don't know Sponge was on the block with it trying to sell some chocolate. For a lot, like when he ain't even had a Krusty Krab shit, he was still on the block with it trying to get some extra pay.
a magazine that shows a high standard of living.
How do the people in that magazine get all that money?
They're entrepreneurs.
And this is why SpongeBob is rich.
He heard that. He heard that. He heard that. And ever since then, he was like, entrepreneurs. What's that? He said millions. SpongeBob said bet. He said bet, and he ain't never been the same since. That's all
He
that-
is an entrepreneur.
He ain't
He
never-
starts
he ain't never
conversation
been the
with,
same.
"Hey, do you like passive income?" So they decide to
He
sell
ain't never been the
chocolate.
same
They
since.
mastered the art of selling basically by trial and error.
He
And
heard
they make quite
entrepreneur.
some money to rent a whole restaurant for a date. Not gonna lie,
This nigga different. He's different. Do you not understand how different that is? You don't even understand. This nigga that Riz is different. This nigga rented out a whole motherfucking Sponge that nigga. He rented out the whole restaurant for
that's quite
Don't
weird.
do
But
that.
multi-millionaires
Know
to
what
be
I'm saying?
weird.
I
So
like
as
to
we
say,
know,
don't
the
do that.
income SpongeBob
He like
gets
that.
from the Krusty Krab is
He get like that.
complicated.
That nigga
It
got
seems
paid like
minimum
that.
wage, but there's evidence he actually gets cents, or that he even has
He
to
got
pay Mr.
paid.
Krabs, as he will always find ways to get a back from his
He
employees.
obviously got
This
paid,
means
though.
that in his salary, he receives less coins
got
than a
paid.
drunk dancing in the street, which is not enough to get by, even with his simple and frugal lifestyle.
Stop
Trust
playing
me, I've tried it.
Stop
So
playing
it is
with
clear that he has
He not
found
broke.
creative ways to make
was never
ends
broke.
meet. And even more than that, as it seems, SpongeBob has
He's
the
not
ability
broke.
or the luck to generate wealth easily, as we have seen in many occasions. Plus, it seems his parents are well off, so it wouldn't be unusual if they help
This
him out
nigga
a
tryna
bit.
call
And
him
it's not
broke
as
or
strange for him to work for pennies, since what makes him happy the most is to make Krabby Patties.
You ain't say how much he made. You just did a whole bunch of rambling bullshit. Nigga, you were just talking. Get bullshit out of here. And they were just talking. For real.